So when do you think a human is a human?
When it pops out. We need to organize in a way that happens in our own communities. General strike, all women stop going to work. We organize in our own streets. We stop commerce until they fucking listen to us. No more writing our representatives, no more marching in the streets. We stop them where it counts in their fucking bank accounts. Fuck them all.
Stop it. Get some help.
Get them off my phone!
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a video from Kristan where she's confronted by this particular person, and the way things unfolds and ends is quite unexpected. I'll be sharing my thoughts along the way, so let's jump into it and watch.
There were 5 lies that we heard at the first presidential debate, and I thought it was only fair since the pro-life movement's coming out and saying directly what it is our goal is. I thought it was only fair to come out and directly say what those who advocate abortion, their goal is, and what you're not hearing at the presidential debate, what you didn't hear at the DNC. The first lie that we heard last night was that abortions don't happen in the 9th month of pregnancy. As you saw when I called earlier the night, I asked for a 30-week abortion. As I said, if you go to my Twitter, there's a video of me calling an abortion facility in Maryland, I actually scheduled a 34-week abortion. That's the 8th month of pregnancy. I didn't ask for 9, but I could. There are 9 states actually, plus Washington, D.C., that have no legal limits on when abortions can be committed in pregnancy. They are Alaska, Vermont, Oregon, New Mexico, Colorado, Minnesota, Michigan, Maryland, New Jersey. Minnesota actually changed their law in 2022 when Governor Walz signed a new abortion law in effect that allows abortion up until the moment of birth. The local news station there and their fact checkers, KHARE11 News, found in 2024 that the law does indeed allow abortion up until the moment of birth. There's literally 0 prohibitions. There's been many testimonials. There's a book that was written called Why I Am an Abortion Doctor by Suzanne Pompamia, who's a board member of NAF, the National Abortion Federation, who openly admits a woman came into an abortion facility saying she did not want to have a baby. The abortion worker was so inept at her job and said, I looked in her cervix, there's something there, something's not right. And they found out it was the baby's head. And they still committed the abortion in the abortion facility. And this woman thought it's such a good story, she wrote a book about it. As I quoted earlier, CDC, Center for Disease Control and Prevention, which we don't have a national abortion reporting law, so all their abortion stats are actually lowered because California and New York, which are the 2 largest abortion states, don't report their abortion numbers to the CDC, said that there were more than 10,370 preborn babies in 2023 who were killed after 21 weeks, meaning they could have survived and lived outside the womb. Lie number 2 we heard at the first presidential debate was that there is no state in which abortion after birth is legal. Colorado, Michigan, California have actually recently enacted laws that include a new legal term called pregnancy outcome.
America was truly better when we acknowledged and thanked our Creator, because religion not only provides spiritual guidance, but it also fosters the kind of moral values that create a thriving society. Yes, by embracing faith, we honor God, we honor our Creator, uplift others, and live with purpose. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to return to those core values and allow them to guide us in a world that increasingly needs moral clarity, compassion, and unity. Let us live out the teachings of Jesus, acknowledging God with gratitude and love. Let us do that, fostering a society that reflects these timeless principles. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is a literal living type of thing. It's a parasite inside of its host. It cannot survive outside of its host.
Do you know what a
before
parasite is?
20 weeks.
you.
Yes, it is something that survives within something
order
else.
to be
It cannot
a
survive
parasite-
outside of the mother. It
In
can't survive
order to
outside
be
of
a
the host.
parasite, it has to be a different species from the
You are a
host. And
parasite.
2 humans can only reproduce
No,
a human.
babe. No.
Yes.
A parasite
A
is
premature
a
child is
living
like
type
llama.
of organism
You are a
that cannot
parasite.
survive outside
You
of its
suck all
host.
of the good
A
out of the world.
fetus cannot
And
survive
shit out
outside of
evil.
its mother before 20 weeks.
Rob us
In order to be a parasite,
parasite,
scientifically, it has to be a different species than the host, and it has to be actively harming the host. Which a mother's body was designed with the
A
biological
fetus can
ability.
harm a mother. That's why there's
No,
cases.
they can't.
Yes, it
We're
can.
allowed-
That's why there's cases.
What the hell is
That's why there's cases. That is why there's cases of mothers dying with babies in the womb.
Yes, those are medical emergencies, but the baby is not
No,
actively harming
babe.
the
It
mother.
happened. It can happen before fucking birth.
You people want to get rid of abortions for medical emergencies.
That's
No, we
literally
don't.
the definition
Every single
of what a
pro-life
fetus
law
is.
allows medical
That
emergencies.
is literally the definition of what a fetus is. I've been saying that the whole fucking time. I've been saying that the whole
child
time.
cannot be a parasite because it is the same species as the host. In order to be a parasite, you have to be a different species. No matter how many times I try to reproduce with my
No.
husband, I can never create any other species
No.
besides a human being.
It is a parasite.
Actually, you are.
That's
because
exactly
you're
the
a
fucking
demon.
definition of a parasite.
You're saying I'm a
Look it up.
parasite?
You are a parasite. You are a demon. You are a monster.
Yeah, I'm
You
a
are
parasite and
absolutely
demon.
wrong
Yeah.
With this fucking country.
Very pro
And
women of you.
I love that you're finally admitting it for the world. You are a piece of shit.
Very pro women of you.
Your existence makes the world worse.
You know what? I
Whoa,
still
whoa.
care about you. I'm here because I support all human beings.
Okay.
Here's the difference.
Like me
Here is
too.
the difference
You do not
between
give
you
a
and
fuck
me.
about my existence, about my well-being.
Here's the
It
difference
doesn't-
between you
I
and
do
you.
not
You and
believe
me.
in words
I
that
care
you
about
say.
you no matter
No,
what you say about
fucking
me.
don't.
I am
You
pro
do not
all
get-
human life.
You do not
I don't
have the
care
right
if you
to
hate
tell
me, if you want me
that you
dead.
give a fuck
I still
about
support
me
your
if
right
you
to
are
life.
pushing
I'm here
Republican
because I care about
propaganda.
all
You
human
stupid
beings.
piece of shit.
I
Do you
care
not
about all
understand
human beings,
that it
and that
does
is why
not
I'm
stop
here.
with
I
abortions.
care about
It does
born
not
and
stop
preborn. You
with
can yell at me all you want.
It's about
I'm going to continue to be pro.
How many genders are there?
How many genders there are? I don't think I have enough information to answer that question, personally, yeah.
Does that mean that you think there's more than 2?
I don't think it genuinely means anything. It just means that I need to learn more about it before giving an answer. Have any.
So there's more than 2.
I don't like the way you're using my words against me.
Okay. All right. So your answer to me suggests that there would be more than 2. See, to me there's 2. To somebody else there's 2. But a lot of people think there are more than 2 and that it's not binary. That's what I mean about your opinion.
Right, yeah. Well, my stance is still the same on it.
How can you talk for so long and not say anything? What leftists don't get is that respect is not a right, but it is something that you earn to deserve. You earn respect. This misunderstanding often arises when individuals or groups insist on being respected for their views or positions without offering any real justification or meaningful contribution to the conversation. They may demand respect because of their status, their identity, or perceived victimhood, rather than working to earn it from the others through offering thoughtful and well-supported arguments. Ladies and gentlemen, true respect is reciprocal. True respect is reciprocal. It's not about entitlement. It's about building relationships based on mutual understanding, fairness, and willingness to listen and to engage with other people's perspectives. To conclude, sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ is a profoundly positive endeavor that changes lives, promotes love, justice, hope, truth, and aligns with God's will. It provides eternal meaning and deep joy to those who receive it, ladies and gentlemen, and ultimately, it stands as the greatest gift to humanity, creating lasting impact in the lives of individuals and entire communities. and reflecting God's heart in everything he touches. So, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the next one, and don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe. I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.